Psychologists in Embu County have raised alarm over the rising number of frustration and stress, calling for urgent psychological support. Our very own Doris Chalo reports on a day that psychologists from Embu have raised issues and rallying cry to the government to ensure that qualified professionals are placed in key roles to avoid mismanagement and misappropriation of funds.
The Embu Psychological Counselors Association, represented by Reverend Isaiah Njiru and Professor Wanjiru Mugai, has defended the youth, claiming that many of them are still unemployed despite having excellent.
There are people who are going up to university levels, doing very serious courses and even sometimes political sciences, and they are nowhere, and then they are not being given a job. And sometimes when these young people want a job, they ask for tip or some other things in kind so that they can get a job.
According to Reverend Njiru, many parents have struggled, sometimes relying on assistance to afford their children's education.
So what will happen to a person who really the father and the mother struggled to look for fees, and of course also the CDF giving little here and there? What will happen to that person to uplift the family? That is where the problem is.
Reverend Njiru emphasized the detrimental impact of appointing unqualified individuals to key positions, while also highlighting the issue of odd workers still occupying jobs years after their retirement age.
With the young people who are growing and developing, going through education, and then they will start demanding their rights. And that is currently what is happening in Kenya.
On her side, Professor Wanjiru Mugai has emphasized the importance of appointing skilled individuals in every sector rather than appointing people without relevant expertise just because they are leaders.
How do you bring up medical people doing, how do you bring a politician who has no clue on what should be done on the health of a human body or human mind to organize health issues? We should have, although others can do, we should have the healthy people inside that game.
Wanjiru has also called for the need of psychological support to the families who lost their loved ones in the recent protests.
Parents who have lost, we have families that have lost, and no one is talking about debriefing them. No one is talking about how they should be handled after they have lost their children on the road. And everybody, so some people are saying, kwa nini walitokea kwa barabara? But whether they walitokea or not, that person, that parent, that friend.
This move by psychologists emphasizes the need for governance reform that values competence and integrity, ensuring that the efforts of youth and families bring about meaningful change. Doris Chalo, KUTV.